Reproach is better than hatred. The only happiness in life is to love and be loved. Birds eat ants, and when birds die, ants eat them. Circumstances may change, so do not underestimate anyone. Do not complain about the days, for there is no alternative, and do not grieve over the world as long as its end is departure. Place your trust in God. It should be unparalleled, and live in gratitude to find everything in it beautiful. Some relationships are like a sneeze. We thank God after they end. How beautiful life is when there is someone dear who remembers, a heart that is affected, and a loyal person who does not change. Every soul that utters "thank God" is smiling, and every tongue that seeks forgiveness from God will find the world opened before it. The harshest types of pain are felt in three: the departure of loved ones, the hatred of relatives, and the betrayal of friends. The most beautiful moment is when what you have patiently waited for is finally realized. May God fulfill our hopes. One of the best ways to bring happiness to yourself is to make others around you happy. And one of the best ways to make others happy is to be happy yourself. Pain splits and our dreams diminish to become a secret, and we seek a homeland that embraces our pains. Be a human being and be mindful of God in the state of the needy. Do not be a shadow for others. Be creative and be yourself. We sometimes need disagreements to know what others hide in their hearts. You may find something that leaves you in awe or something that you bow to in respect. The world has become merely a search for interests at the expense of hearts and emotions. As we grow older, we lean more towards acting according to what we should rather than what we want. The most beautiful sayings in the world. Situations reveal people, so do not judge a person by their words. People are idealistic when they speak. According to psychology, self-confidence is not the belief that everyone will like you. But self-confidence is your belief that others' admiration or lack of it will not affect who you are. I like the person who, when you smile at them, responds with an even wider smile. These are the people you wish you had many of in your life. We change for two reasons. Either we have learned enough, or we have suffered enough. Tomorrow is unknown to me, but I lean on God's will to choose what is best for me. Benefit from everything you encounter. These are messages from God for you. Contemplate them and take meanings from them. Prophet Solomon learned from an ant, and Kabil learned from a crow. If you rush in your prayers, remember that everything you want to catch, and all that you fear losing, is in the hands of the one you stand before. 5 people you should never be harsh with: the mother, the child, the servant, the elderly, and the one who comes to you apologizing. No matter how bad your situation is now, there is someone at this moment living in a worse situation. Thank God in every situation. Everything can be hidden except the features of the eyes, when they long, when they hurt, and when they lose. There are a group of people who see others only through the lens of flaws, and do not see themselves except through the lens of beauty. 5 rules for a successful relationship. Loyalty, making the other person feel desired, respecting your partner, avoiding suspicion and mockery, and dedicating enough time. The deeper we delve into research and knowledge, the more certain we become that there is no complete truth. Life is incomplete and is tugged by illusion. Some friends do not know how to stand by you except when taking pictures with you. If they ask you about life, tell them there are those who live above it but do not truly live it. So stop lamenting your bad luck. The most beautiful sayings in the world. If you do not get what you wanted one day, do not say, "It's my bad luck," but rather say, "Perhaps God wanted better for me." Your kindness and treatment are not forgotten, So do not regret moments that brought joy to someone, even if they did not deserve it. Be something beautiful, for everyone will leave. Train yourself to be happy until happiness becomes accustomed to you. Feel hope until you find the world in your hands. Rejoice in what you have until more than you can imagine comes to you. Happiness always seems small when you hold it in your hands, but if you let it go, you immediately realize how big and precious it was. Happiness does not mean you live a complete life. Rather, it means you have decided to overlook the shortcomings. If the world were as we wanted, we would not have longed for paradise. Life passes between a dream and a wish, and only what God has written for us occurs. Eyes dream, hearts wish, and God is generous. To be kind to those who are kind to you is something everyone can do, but to be kind to those who wronged you is something only the great can do. The end of the night is the moaning of deudehers.
The end of the night is the moaning of the poor, the sleep of the rich, the pleasure of humility and prostration, and the language of lovers. Everyone sings to their beloved. Sometimes life requires ignoring certain matters, like ignoring people, ignoring actions, and ignoring words. Train yourself on smart ignoring, for not everything deserves your attention. I believe that anyone who wants to continue their journey with you will not be deterred by 1,000 excuses, and you are lucky if you meet someone who tries to find 1,000 excuses to stay with you. Patience is one of the gates of paradise. It was said to one of the righteous, "You cannot see the stars except in darkness." Likewise, some people in our lives do not reveal their true nature except in times of hardship, and many fall away in difficulties. Remember that God is not unable to do anything in the heavens or the earth, so he will not be unable to answer a small prayer you hide in your heart. Never mock a disabled person, for perhaps they cannot walk or speak. Do not forget that you too, if a cloud of despair hits you, become paralyzed in determination. Some people, when they love someone, love their city, family, tribe, accent, and even their customs and traditions. And when they hate someone, they may hate all of the above. Do not lose hope in something as long as you still have the strength to reach it. Yes, waiting is painful, but be assured that regret is more painful. Effective lessons and proverbs in the world. I learned from my grandfather that life has no meaning without those we love, from family and friends. Whoever is madly in love is sane, and whoever is mad for anything else is insane. He once told me that good companionship is better than a brother who stabs you in the back mercilessly. Contentment is a sign of honesty, honesty is a sign of gratitude, and gratitude is a sign of abundance. Learn from the flower to be cheerful, from the dove to be gentle, from the bee to be orderly, from the ant to work hard, and from the rooster to rise early. Those who do not know the value of life do not deserve it. Nothing in this world is completely wrong. Even a stopped clock is right twice a day. Accompany whoever you wish. You will inevitably part ways. The pessimistic sees difficulty in every opportunity, while the optimistic sees opportunity in every difficulty. Life is short. If you do not take advantage of it, the opportunity will be lost. The fool neither forgives nor forgets. The naive forgives and forgets, but the wise forgives but does not forget. Desires are the pleasures of Satan. You should control them and not let them run free. The most beautiful thing that happens during moments of disagreement is the honesty that the polite conversations have hidden. Friends are proven in circumstances, not by the years. It is a grave mistake to love hearing praise while shying away from hearing advice. How many have been sincere, yet have not been understood? And how many hypocrites have won hearts? A life led by your mind is far better than a life led by the words of people. The world's opinion is better than the certainty of the ignorant. A drop of water can pierce a stone, not by force, but by persistent falling. Whoever advises his brother in secret has advised him. Whoever advises him publicly has exposed him. A smile is a word of kindness without letters. Those who carry in their souls the spark of knowledge and a great longing to reject routine life are always the ones who paint life in its beautiful form, despite the fatigue they encounter. Experiences give a person wisdom and numerous lessons. A wise person should not resist when luck frowns upon him. When misfortunes multiply, they cancel each other out, and a strange, crazy happiness can take over, allowing you to laugh from a heart that no longer knows fear. I can tell if a man is smart from his answers, and I can tell if he is wise from his questions. Thinking is a double-edged sword. Revolutions are orchestrated by the cunning and executed by the brave, but they are then claimed by the cowards. The worst thing about laziness is that it makes a single task feel like many. The best way to overcome difficulties is to confront them head-on. You will learn many life lessons if you notice that firefighters do not fight fire with fire. If you want to endure life, do not take it as a tragedy. There are people you talk to about pain, and they respond by talking about hope. These are the ones we always need close to us. I do not regret anything that has entered my life. The loyal one made me happy. The bad one gave me experience. The worst was a lesson for me, and the best will never leave me. Do not think that silence is forgetting. The earth is silent, but within it lie 1,000 volcanoes. If people only spoke about what they know and what concerns them, many areas would be filled with silence.